Hello everyone, welcome to the another video on the series of microservices. Today we will be talking about distributed transactions. Well, there are two types of transactions, local transactions and distributed transactions. Local transactions, they happen in the monolithic system. The monolithic system or the monolithic architecture is when we have our application, it's a single unit, it's a single component. So our front end, our business logic, the DB accesses, it's all entire inside of one solution. So whatever the transactions, I mean the DB transactions that we make in that application, they are the local transactions. When we make the transactions in microservices, when the multiple services are involved for the DB transactions, they are called distributed transactions. A distributed transaction should be atomic across multiple schemas. Atomicity means that in a transaction, either all the steps should be completed or none completed. Let's understand how transaction happens in monolithic system. So here the user is raising a request. It's a e-commerce platform. It's placing an order. So we know the steps that needs to be made. It will process the order. It will reserve the item. So these are the steps. All the steps that are mentioned, they are the single transaction. That's why we have the single transaction here. Once it's completed, the order will be placed. If anywhere if there is error occurred, this transaction would be rolled back. So it's easy to do. So how it works in microservices, the user is placing the order, it goes to the coordinator. Coordinator knows the steps, it processes the order. This is called the transaction 1. And once the step is completed, it will reserve the item. It will be called as a transaction 2. It will be called to the inventory service. So once both are completed, the order is placed. This will be notified to the user. So what do you see the problem here? I'm talking about the transactional distributed transaction. So when user is placing an order, it goes to the coordinator. It will call the customer service, then the order service. The customer service is successful. It has updated the customer fund. It has deducted the amount. It has done everything correctly. The next step is create order. What if when I'm placing an order, the inventory is not there or some error occurred? Then this order is not completed. So how it will roll back all the steps that has already been taken? We have already deducted the amount. So that's the problem here. How we can solve it? Well, there are ways that we can manage it. They are called data management patterns. These are the types: database per service pattern, shared database pattern, two-phase commit, and saga pattern. You can see here database per service pattern means we have only one DB per service, so it's easier to manage. There will not be multiple services involved when we are making the DB transactions. Shared database pattern, this is again another pattern that we'll be talking about. We'll be focusing more on two-phase commit and saga patterns because they are the optimal solution for managing the transactional or the distributed transactions. We'll be discussing this in the upcoming videos. So I'll see you there. Thank you. Bye bye.